Hi everyone, I'm Rob Ladd. Thanks for tuning in for this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. Last week, the ladies softball team advanced to 41-8 on the season, and much of their success is due to freshman pitcher Lynna. Lynna, thanks for being with us on the program this morning.
No problem.
Let's kind of start off with the beginning of your career. You're a freshman here at the college. Your season isn't quite done yet. Talk about the recruiting process by Coach Kelly Latasha and how you ended up as a Cavalier.
Well, Kim Smith told me about this program, and so I was like, okay, I could possibly try it. And so I give Coach Kelly a call, and I go out and try out on a Friday, and I pitch for her and hit, which I don't hit anymore. But she liked what she saw, so she asked me to come back, and I got recruited.
So you actually weren't recruited by her initially. You kind of reached out to the program.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you knew Kim Smith from high school?
I grew up with her.
Okay.
She was like 20 minutes away, so just grew up with her.
So what's it like playing with somebody at the college level, somebody that you've known for a while now?
It's different. It's different. We played each other in high school, so we're rivals in high school.
Okay.
So it's different now, going from rivals and now playing with each other and now knowing that we're better than what we were.
So I imagine you pitched against her in high school.
Yes,
then.
and Lindsay Swafford.
And Lindsay Swafford.
Yes.
How'd you fare against him?
I threw Kim a lot of change-ups like she doesn't like, and then Swafford high balls, but it was fun.
What do you think the strength is of your game on the mound?
For me, throwing fastballs outside, that's my strength, I feel like. I do have a screwball that I'm pretty proud of. So.
All right. What's your season been like so far? You're pitching behind obviously a really good Cavalier pitcher in Lacey Dixon. What's it like having somebody like her to kind of learn from a little bit and help you progress as the season goes on?
Her and Coach Ashley have helped me a lot this year. Coming from high school, not knowing how to pitch like a screwball or a curveball or a rise ball, anything like that, them teaching me how to do that is phenomenal. Like when I need help, they will be there for me to help me and pick me up.
What's the biggest difference from high school to college?
The hitters. In high school, they weren't as good. Here, you have to throw everything off the plate or on the black of the plate. In high school, you could just throw it down the middle and they wouldn't hit it.
You had a pretty successful weekend last weekend, and it was the first time that you were asked to pitch all game in back-to-back games. Talk a little bit about last week and how you felt like that went for you.
Our Maple Woods game got canceled last week, or 2 weeks ago, and then it got rescheduled for a Wednesday, which Lacey wasn't going to be there, so I had to pitch both games, which a little nerve-wracking. I had to pitch both games, or they would throw Morgan Childs. So I had to do my job and get that done. So.
Is there pressure? I mean, going into a game like that, what's your mentality knowing I've got to pitch both games?
I was a little nervous, but I knew I could do it. I knew, and defense behind me, that's the main key. You have to have defense or you don't have anything.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Coach Kelly Latasha now. Now, the word around campus is that she is the toughest coach in Johnson County athletics. What's the toughest part about playing for her?
Being ready and making sure you have everything. Come with intensity, or she'll make us have the intensity sooner or later.
What's the best thing about playing for her, and how do you think she has affected your improvement as a softball player?
She makes you get better. She makes you get better as a person, a player, and as a team member, being with the team.
Now, the season's not over for you guys. You've got postseason play. What's the team's kind of feel and outlook? Obviously, you guys are pretty much firing in all cylinders. I mentioned during the Coach Kelly interview that you've had 9 shutouts in your last 12 games, so it's hard for opponents to get on the board. What's the team's mentality like going into the postseason?
We were pretty excited. Our main goal for the year is to win nationals, and I think we can do it. We have all around hitting, defense, pitching, catching, all that. We just want to get to that final game, so we have to take everything one pitch at a time, one hit at a time, inning by inning.
And you're from Higginsville, Missouri?
Yes.
What's it like moving from Higginsville, you have a graduating class of, I think you said 82, to come to Johnson County, a little bit more metropolitan city type area?
It's a big change, living in a townhome compared to living with your parents, of course. High school softball was like an hour and a half practice. Here it's like maybe 3 years. I'm not positive, but it's different because every day at high school you would practice pitching, hitting, and like maybe a little defense. And then you go in the games and we're not ready. And here we're ready to play.
What's the most difficult part about balancing, say, like the academics of college with the athletic side? Because I got to imagine both of them are a whole lot harder than they were at the high school level.
Yes. In high school, we didn't really have to study to get an A. College, you have to study. Of course, you have to. We have study hall, so we have a good 3 hours Tuesdays and Thursdays, so 6 hours total. But we do a lot of studying on our own too. So, I mean, of course you got to study to get good grades.
I guess we'll go ahead and wrap things up. What is your, well, I don't even know. Should I ask what your prediction is for the postseason? Is that going to get me in trouble with Coach Kelly? How far do you think you guys can go in the postseason?
I think we can go all the way. I really do. Like Coach Kelly says, we have to take everything one pitch at a time. So.
Okay. Well, okay. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this interview. You had a curveball you wanted to throw at me, and it never came out. I'm guessing I didn't ask the magic question, so you've got a chance now.
You did ask the question. I had to do my job at Maple Woods pitching both games. Otherwise, they were going to put in Morgan Childs or Summer Kelly.
Okay.
So, and they've like never pitched.
Okay. All right.
So.
Fair enough. Well, thanks for joining us this morning, and good luck as you guys head into the postseason. That wraps up this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. Thanks for tuning in. For Lynna Kays, I'm Rob Ladd. We'll see you next time.